Here at the Crown Plaza Hotel and Resort, in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, Student Veterans of America kick off their Leadership Continuum with their Southeastern Regional Summit, where student veterans are given the tools, techniques, and tactics to build a world-class SVA chapter. SVA Marketing Coordinator Cameron Smith explains what attendees can expect from the conference.
Today I'm here because we're hosting our 2022 Southeast Regional Summits here in the beautiful city of Atlanta at the Crown Plaza Hotel. The venue here in Atlanta, as you can see behind us, this is a beautiful hotel. We are on the second floor, which will be the ballroom floor, and it's a wonderful environment here to meet and network with other student veterans and possibly partners. We have stickers, pins, some lanyards just with your name on them. We also have small notebooks that you can write on pens as well. You'll get a completion certificate when you're done with the program and some more. Regional Summits, it's about building that chapter where you have individuals come from the chapter, whether it be the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, whatever have you, policy liaison. This is where you come if you have just been introduced to SVA and you want to learn more about your role, or if you've been in the role a year or more and you want to refresh and meet other people and get good tactics and techniques. For my instance, I'm a marketing coordinator, so if I was to come to summits as an attendee, I would want to meet up with other chapter marketing coordinators to understand how to get my message out, what avenues they use, how social media has helped get them more traction on their campus and beyond. So your elevator pitch, you'll tell them your name, what you do, your goals, and how you feel that the person that you're giving the elevator pitch to fits into that goal, whether it be a donor, a supporter, or another chapter member that you're just trying to teach.
Kyle Schrader of New York University shares his experience on what he learned from the summit.
This organization I'm brand new to. We had an information session yesterday, right? So they were just talking to us about the Leadership Institute, chance to go to DC and just learn from the top chapter leaders. I was really happy to drive down here because there's a lot of schools that I would never get the chance to talk to, and the collaboration here has been just out of this world. It's been awesome. We've just been bouncing ideas off of each other for past 2 days, and I just learned a lot. Seems like educational opportunities are just everywhere, so really happy just to be a part of it now. I'd say the biggest thing would have to be just the approach towards chapter culture. Something that they taught us the first day here was about how university culture plays into how you want the chapter to run. So every different school has a different culture. Some are more football oriented, right? They love their sports. Some love their fraternities and sororities. Some, like New York University, very pre-professional. We have people in the Tisch School of Arts making it on Broadway, people in the Stern School of Business and making it on Wall Street. So I'm taking that campus culture and applying it to our chapter and focusing on those pre-professional development opportunities. That's what I learned and that's what I'll focus on.
Jordan Thompson of Northwestern Mutual talks about his partnership with SVA and the opportunities his company brings to student veterans.
So I've got a connection to the Student Veterans Association of America. I myself was a student veteran, so I spent 13 years in the military and I'm still in the National Guard, but I was also a student when I founded my chapter of the SVA, and now that they're back in Atlanta, I wanted to make sure that I attended and I helped show the student veterans here the opportunities that are available with Northwestern Mutual, both in an internship role as well as in a full-time career as a financial representative.
Kathia Perry of Auburn University speaks on the key takeaways from her interactions with other chapter leaders.
One of the biggest things is that all of our problems that we have as an organization are universal. Every single organization has dealt with it at some time in their lifespan. It may have not been this year, it could have been 3 or 4 years ago, or maybe their inception, but they've had the same problems. There are very few things, if any, that are unique to us as an organization. And that's helped me realize that it's gonna be okay. This mountain of trouble is just a hill that everyone has already gone through, or some people have already gone through. And hear those experiences has really helped me. And it's also helped me understand that every school is different, every culture is different. And it's very interesting to hear how ours differ from somebody else and how we can capitalize on that and make it better for students, since we're completely open for not only veterans but also all students. How can we bring traditional students who have no experience with the military, not even military families, how can we bring them in and kind of help them understand who we are if they want to?
SVA Vice President of Programs and Services, Dr. Abby Kinch, mentions upcoming events and the benefits of attending the summit.
I handle all of our national level programming, so our leadership continuum, which includes the regional summits, the Leadership Institute, our national conference, or what we call NatCon, and Washington Week. The regional summits are our kickoff to that leadership continuum. We bring chapter leaders together to work through the strategic planning for the next academic year. It's several days long. The most important thing that chapter leaders get out of it is the networking, and so interacting and engaging with other chapter leaders from the region, but also that curriculum that we're walking through, setting personal goals for them as whatever their role might be, chapter president, vice president, and so on. Or just building that strategic plan and working through what they want their chapter to accomplish in the next year. We have incredible chapters all over the Southeast, just like the rest of the country. And you know, the folks that were able to come here this weekend, I have been blown away. They are engaged, they're excited, you know, they worked really well and connected with one another in a way that I just wasn't expecting. And so, you know, when I come to things like this, it recharges me for the work that we do, because I get to interact with amazing and exciting chapter leaders with credentials that I couldn't imagine. And I learn something new every time I come here. You know, there are things that I wish I had known when I was a chapter leader 10 years ago that I learned from the students here. But, you know, everyone's super excited. COVID is still a thing. It impacted a lot of our chapters, and so a lot are rebuilding, but they get to know one another and they get to learn to work with one another as separate campuses in order to build their chapter.